It is, okay, it's still morning. I was just checking. It's kind of late in the morning, so I just wanted to make sure it was still morning. Okay, so I'm getting ready for this Saturday morning. I really am just going to watch some volleyball. I'm going to hang out with my husband. We aren't really doing a whole lot today. So because of that, I'm not really going to put that much makeup on. I'm going to put a little makeup on just because I love to, but not because I have to. So I'm going to show you how to have a look that is, looks like you have on no makeup, but you really do. So what I'm going to be using first this morning is BB cream. So before I got started to put my makeup on this morning, I prepped my skin. And let's talk about what I prepped my skin with. First, I did my detoxifying mask. The detoxifying mask is so great because it pulls the toxins out of your skin and then it puts oxygen back into your skin. It's a bamboo charcoal mask and it is so fantastic for any skin type. So that's what I started with this morning. Then I took a shower and washed it off, and I put my rose water on. Rose water, you guys, is like something I can't live without. I will do anything and everything I have to do in order to take my rose water with me. Like when I went to Ohio to see Kyle last month, I had to make sure that this was going to work with me flying. So to go in my carry-on to make sure it was the right size, and it is, but I had to make sure or I was going to check a bag. Like, it's that serious. It helps with redness, it helps with oil, it helps calm your skin. So y'all know, if you've seen my skin beforehand, this stuff is awesome. Then what I did was I took our Instant Uplift. Okay, so this stuff, I don't suffer from wrinkles quite yet, but like right here, I have bags under my eyes. They're just dark circles. They're just genetic. My dad has them. My grandma has them. It's just genetic. And then if you know me, I'm very, I'm full of expressions. And so with my face, I have tons of expressions. And so I'm starting to get these little wrinkles on my forehead from making all these facial expressions that I do. But so I use it up there too. So I use it here and I use it under my eyes, and that's about it. But so once you let that dry, obviously then you put on some primer. So primer is, it goes on your skin and it sits there and soaks into your skin so that your makeup doesn't soak into your skin. It fills in your pores and makes your makeup stay all day long. Like if you're gonna buy makeup, you need primer, and this primer is the best primer you will ever buy in your whole life. Okay, so we prepped my skin. I said all that to say I prepped my skin, okay? So now I'm gonna use BB cream, and I use the color Bisque. As you can see, like in the wintertime, my neck gets really, really white. So I have to use like a really light color. So what I like to do with this BB cream is I like to put it on the back of my hand, okay? And BB cream is a tinted moisturizer. So it's great for the wintertime because y'all know in the wintertime, your face, my face, everybody's face gets dry, okay? Even mine, and I have oily skin. So, and then I'm going to mix it with concealer, which is Scarlet. Alright, so this is the amount of BB cream that I'm using. So I'm just putting just a little bit of concealer on top. Our concealer is so great, you don't want to use a whole lot, okay? So now I'm going to take a brush and, actually I'm going to use a bud. I'm going to use this blending bud right here, okay? And I'm going to mix it on the back of my hand. Okay. I probably should have mixed it with my finger. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to mix it with my finger and put it all over my face. Okay? So, you don't want to mix it with a blending bud because you don't want any of the product to get soaked into the blending bud. That was a mistake. A rookie mistake, peeps. Okay. So I might need a little bit more, but let's see what we can do with the amount that I have on. Okay, so you want to dampen your blending bud, which I have. The reason you want to dampen it is so that your product doesn't get soaked in to the blending bud. You want it to just go on your face. Okay, so a couple of reasons I love our BB cream. First of all, it's very, very lightweight, okay? So it is not a full coverage foundation, which is why I like to mix it with concealer, okay? And see, right now I'm just dabbing this on my skin. It does take a little bit longer than like rubbing your face. Hey Jordan, Oh, you have got to get some more really, really fast. Hey, Chastity, how are y'all? Okay, so I'm dabbing this on my skin. And the reason that you're dabbing it is because you want it to absorb. You don't want any product just kind of sitting on top of your skin. Okay, so it does take a little longer than swiping, but it's worth it. Okay, so I'm dabbing this in with a blending bud. Okay, so as you can see, it's giving me pretty good coverage, but not full coverage, okay? And that's okay because full coverage is not really what I was going for today, okay? My skin's doing pretty well right now. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror behind the phone. I don't know about y'all, but it is really hard to apply makeup in a phone. So here, let me just use this so you can see me. Alright, so like I said, I'm not really going for full coverage, so this is just plenty for what I'm trying to do today. Now, I use Scarlet Concealer. That's our lightest concealer, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take Organza, and I'm just going to use a teeny tiny bit. Organza is a pink undertone, and because of the dark circles that we talked about earlier, those are just genetic. I like to put the pink just to cancel out the blue. That's a trick I learned when I first started with Younique, and I use that trick every day. I either use the liquid concealer or I use the powdered concealer that has the pink undertone in order to cancel out the blue. And really, you guys, it makes a world of difference. And I don't know that you're going to be able to tell it on the screen, but in person, it really makes a difference. Okay, so we did that in the little V shape because we don't want to highlight those dark circles that we're trying to cover up. We want to make sure that we're drawing attention away from them, okay? So, there's that. So, we have done foundation and we have done concealer. Hey Amanda, hey Erica, hey Kathy, hey Victoria, Lisa, Mandy, good morning ladies. How are y'all? Hey Sandra, good morning. Okay, so now I'm going to do some bronzer. Okay, we don't need to be looking ghostly today. Okay, that's better. So I'm just going to use Sunset. This is the lightest color that we have with the blusher brush, and I just apply it in the hollows of my cheeks. Okay. Good morning. Where are you going, Erica? Are you applying more makeup than me? Or are you doing a minimal look today also? Now, please do not think that this takes a long time, because it doesn't. If I was just doing this without talking to you guys, it would take me no time at all. But because I'm talking to you guys, it's taking me a little bit longer. Okay, so the things that I did it under my jawline because I don't really have that much of a jawline, so it gives the illusion that I do. I did right here in the hollows of your cheeks. I mean, the hollows of my cheeks, not your cheeks. And then I did my forehead. Alright, so now let's do a little bit of blush. If you've ever wondered what is the proper way to apply blush right now, on trend, what's the proper way? So you smile just like you used to, and you apply it right on top of your bronzer, okay? So pretty much the same that you used to, but you want to avoid putting it like right here. You want to put it like in line with where your eye is and back on top of your bronzer. So, okay. Heather, I am using BB cream and concealer. So now I'm going to use our brand new setting powder. The setting powder is really awesome because, like we've said before, I am oily skin, but in the wintertime, right now, I like to use the BB cream for the extra moisture, but also it just has that really pretty healthy glow to my skin, things like that. This setting powder has no color to it. So I like to use it just to put it on top of my skin, just to, I'm looking for my brush, just to mat some of the oil, okay? So I'm kind of stumbling over my words, y'all. It's because I'm trying to think at the same time, which is not a good, okay. So this has a little net to it so that it gives you product without giving you too much. So you just put your brush right on top of it, okay? And then you just pat it on. You're not sweeping, you're just patting it on, okay? Cool, right? Now this, I have been using it, I don't know, I got it a week or two ago, and I really like it because as you can see, it's not changing the color of the foundation that I have on. I mean, I love our pressed powder, and I still love to use that. But for today, I'm showing you how cool the setting powder is. So see, it's just going right on top of that I did, not changing the color, but it's gonna help with the oil all day long, which is a big deal to me. Okay, so now Erica says she's going to Babies R Us. Oh, you don't get to put on a full face. You're a mom now. Welcome to the club. Well, I'm not a part of the club, but anyways. Hey, Leah. Hey, Casey. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Tiffany. Good morning, guys. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some brows, because no matter what look I'm going to do, whether it is minimal or not minimal, we are not going to go without our brows. So I'm going to be using our brow palette. Okay, this is our brand new brow palette, and I'm going to take this little plastic thing off the mirror so that I can see. First, I need to comb those brows because it is about time to get them done, and so they are getting wild on me. Okay. Ooh, before I do that, let's add some eye primer so that it can be drying when I'm ready to do my eyeshadow. Okay, we're not going to do a whole lot with my eyeshadow today, but I do need to put some primer on. Oh, Chastity, you're making me jealous. I wish mine had come today. It's coming on Monday. Monday. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to use the angled part of this Brow Artist brush, and I'm going to put it in the lightest color first. Alright, so I'm using the brunette colored palette. There are 3 different palettes, one for blonde, one for brunette, and one for dark brunette. And if you're looking at my hair color thinking, Katie, you probably should have gotten the dark brunette, it is just personal preference. I like my brows to be dark, but I don't want them to be black. And so I don't know that that palette would have made them black, but I wanted to err on the side of caution. And I really like the way that this one works with my skin. So don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong, because if it makes you happy, then do it, okay? So I'm just doing like little strokes and stuff to fill in my brows. So I fill it in with the light color, and then I kind of mess with the shape with the darker color, okay? So really trying to make it look natural, but at the same time you want it to look more defined, okay? So you have to find that really healthy balance of making it look good and defined, but not making yourself look fake. Okay? Alright, so now I'm taking that darker color and just kind of filling it in. Especially around the edges. I like the edges to be darker. Okay. So they'll show up. Now see how that looks right there? I could leave it and it would be just fine. But for what I'm wanting to look like today, I'm going to do this one. Okay. Ooh, I just made a mess. Okay. Easy fix, easy fix. Okay. One more little swipe. Promise I'm hurrying. It's probably like watching paint dry. Okay. All done with my brows. Now, take the wax that's right here, and I just rub it on top of my brows to make them stay in place. Hey, Miss Janice. Hey, Melanie. Good morning. Did I miss anybody else? If you hopped on and I'm not saying hi, I didn't see you hop on. When I do my phone like this, it only shows me 2 things at a time. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. Good morning. All right. Let's move on to eyeshadow. Now today, I'm going to be using pigments. I'm going to be using the color Gorgeous and the color Curious. Curious is a white color. I'm going to be using it as a highlight. It has like a buttery kind of tint to it. And so I'm going to be using that as a highlight right under my brow. It has a little bit of a sparkle to it, but not a whole lot. Okay. So you see how that just brightens that up underneath my eyebrow? Super easy. Now, pigments, you guys. I don't really use pigments that much, and I don't know why. I love our pigments. Pigments are great in the summertime because I promise you they are not going to crease and they're not going to go anywhere. It is really cool how our pigments can just stay completely in place. Okay? So I just did that right under my brow. Now I'm going to take this color Gorgeous. Gorgeous is kind of a goldish color. Okay, so since we're doing a minimal look, I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to do anything really bold. Now this, I am going to kind of sweep it on just because I'm choosing to use this angled brush. If I was going to use the sponge side of the brush, I would just be pressing it on. But for what I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to make it look like there's a whole lot, so sweeping it is okay. A lot of times you'll hear not to sweep, but it's just kind of depending on what you're wanting to do. So now I'm just trying to blend to where those colors kind of go in there together. Okay? So it's a really pretty gold. I'm glad they named it Gorgeous because it really is gorgeous. It's just a really pretty gold color. And you can dress this up. You can darken it with a darker pigment. You can wear it like I'm wearing it today with a very minimal look. It's really versatile. Okay? So very easy, right? So now I'm going to take my proper liner, which is the dark brown. Nope, that's perfect. I thought I had everything. There it is. It was up here. Okay. So now I'm going to use the dark brown proper liner and line my eyes real quick. Let's see if I can do this in the phone. This is going to be really difficult. So see, you can see it up close, that color. The Gorgeous color. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do it in the phone. I'm going to do it right here. Using this mirror. And I'm not doing a lot, guys. Not a lot at all. Like, you're probably not even going to be able to tell. I am going to do some on the bottom, though. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and apply my bonbon. This is all I'm going to do on my lips. This is a lip treatment, and this is the color Red Velvet Cake. If you spend a certain amount of money this month, you get this lip bonbon for free, along with perfect liner, which is the black, and a couple of pigments. I can't remember the colors, but they're really pretty, and I get them soon, and I can't wait. That's what Chastity was rubbing in my face, that she got hers today and not me. Okay, so see? That is just, it's basically like tinted chapstick, but it is a lip treatment, and it's full of all these really great oils that are really good for your lips to make them really hydrated. Okay, so now let's do some mascara really quick, and we will be done. So we're gonna use our gel. You apply the gel first, and you apply it really, really well. Remember, okay. Now, I got to tell you all a story while I'm applying this gel. Earlier this week, I did a makeup tutorial. I just did a video. I didn't go live or anything. And when I did that makeup tutorial, you guys, I stuck my gel wand right in my fibers. Which, if you don't know anything about our mascara, that is a no-no. You don't want to do that. So quickly, I wiped it off. And then I went and like washed it with warm water. And it seems to be doing just fine. But oh, I was so mad. I was like, are you kidding me? No. Because I didn't have an extra. Now, since then, I have ordered an extra just in case I do something crazy to this one. Because once you have lashes that look like this, you guys, you don't want to use regular mascara ever again. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jennifer. Okay. So now I'm applying my fibers just directly onto the wet gel. And I'm doing it mid-lash to tip. Now, if you wear contacts like me, you might be thinking, I don't know about putting that near my eyes. This is eye doctor approved. I can't remember what eye doctors are called, the correct term. But this is eye doctor approved. And if you do accidentally get it in your eyes, all you have to do is simply just rinse it out. Okay? So I'm trying to be really careful not to put my gel near my fiber container at all. Oh, good. See, it happens. It happens to all of us. And it just makes me so ill when I did that. But we all make mistakes, and luckily we were both able to fix it. Have you been able to figure your mascara out better, Erica? It takes a little bit of practice, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But once you get it, you're never going to want to use anything else. Okay. So I'm just doing my gel on this eye. Now, if you notice, I didn't seal this one in. We don't seal that one in yet. Simply because you want to give it time to set. Oh, good. I'm so glad you love it. I knew you would. Like I said, it just takes some practice, you know. So, I like to apply it at an angle like this because it helps the lashes curl for me. Okay? So now we're going to apply some more fibers. And I really want to make my lashes look pretty good, you guys, because I did minimal eyeshadow. I have a minimal lip color on. So I definitely want to make sure that my lashes are looking really, really good. I don't know about y'all, but see how pretty? Ooh, ooh. When I have good lashes, I feel like I can conquer the world. Okay, maybe not, but I really do have so much more confidence. Okay? So I'm just sealing them in, but I'm actually going to do a second coat of fibers. You can do as many coats as you want. The trick with this new formula is, by the way, if you don't know, we have a new formula. And the trick with the new formula is to do every coat lightly. So, if you're wanting to have really big lashes, then you want to make it buildable, okay? You don't want to try to do it all at once. Because if you do that, then it's not going to look good. It's not going to look natural. It'll probably give you big lashes, but it's not going to look natural. Okay? So that's the second coat. Can y'all see how good that looks? I hope you can. I'm not sure about the angle of the camera. Okay, so now I'm just going back to my other eye. And I'm just lightly doing this, guys. Basically what I'm doing is I'm holding my wand still and I'm blinking my eyes onto the wand. And like I said, that helps my lashes to curl. But that also makes sure that I don't put too much product on there. Okay? So pretty. I love when my eyelashes cooperate. There are days, you guys, where I swear my eyelashes don't want to cooperate. It's like I slept on them wrong, or I've done something to them to make them mad, and they don't want to cooperate. But today, they're trying to be really good with me. Hey Renee, good morning. Okay, I'm almost done, you guys. Sealing in my last coat of fibers. Last coat of gel. So I only did 2 coats today. I thought they did really well with the 2 coats, so I'm just going to be done. There are days when I do 3 coats, but I really never do more than 3. Right now I'm just doing my bottom lashes. I always do my bottom lashes last. And sometimes I'll do 2 coats of gel, but I don't ever do fibers on the bottom of my lashes. My lashes on the bottom are long enough, I feel, but you can use fibers on the bottom. I just don't. Personal preference. Hey Emily. Hey Jessica. Okay. Now I'm finishing up on the bottom down here. So I'm going back to the other side just to put some more on the bottom. Now, I gotta clean up underneath there. Looks a little bit messy, but I'll get a Q-tip. I should have Q-tips at my makeup station. I'm not really sure why I don't. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my powder puff brush and just kind of swipe underneath to make sure that everything's good. Now I'm going to take our brand new highlight. This is the cream to powder. This is the color Benevolent. And what I like to do with this is go straight down my nose really lightly. Okay, on the tip of my nose. And I just rub it in with with my ring finger. The reason I like to do my ring finger is because that will give you the least amount of pressure. Now for this highlight, you go from underneath your eyebrow down your cheek. Okay? So you basically go from like the apples of your cheek to your eyebrow like that. Cool, right? And I'm just using the side of this stick so that I have a little bit more control. Okay? So see? Now, I'm going to blend that in really good. You want to blend it in with your blush, and you want to blend it in. Now I did this side way better, y'all. Yeah, this side looks way better. Check that out. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit more on my nose. And right here on my cupid's bow. And we are done. All done. So I am ready for a Saturday. Just doing nothing, I guess. And so we used the highlight. So fun. So fun. Thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions about any of the products I use, message me and we can talk about it. Thank you guys. I hope y'all have a fantastic Saturday. Bye.